corner to corner. I'm being stoned, I'm being judged. I'm being called names, so and so. Because I wear these torn clothes. I don't smell good. And I don't look good either. But if I were to look at the man and carry meditative, who ban the first link at so give a son over mortgage or on. All of them are busy saying, yeah, I don't want to tillage. Hey, you want to feed you tillage about 20 barak. And I'm sick and tired of that. I'm sick and tired. Then now I started like any other kid, a good kid instead. I wanted the best out of this world. Then I wanted to own those fancy cars, that fancy life, you know. But then, you know, sometimes we're just dreaming and fantasizing too much. For how all this all started. I cannot tell like I remember that day as in yesterday. Lintate. As usual, they went to work. Unfortunately, they never came back that night. I had to wait for them with my little sister until she fell asleep, and I had to take her to sleep. And then on my way to sleep, I got a call from hospital saying, "Are you the son of so and so?" And I said yes, and they said, "Can you please be in hospital the first thing in the morning?" And I had no choice, but I had to go there. When I got there, I found a place full of hopeless bodies, full of injured boys. And that was my turning point. I looked around looking for my father and for my mother. Then all of a sudden I saw this man covered with stitches, with no legs, with one hand. He called me while in tears and he said, my son, my son, come here. And that was it. That was my father. He lost his legs. He lost his one hand. He's injured, covered with scars. And then when I asked about my mother, they said to me, "Your mother will never be the same again. Your mother lost her sense in the accident, and she will never see ever and ever again in her life." I cried and I cried. But then there was nothing I can do. Because all that happened was for permanent. Then I had to deal with my father, who doesn't have legs, with one hand. My mother, who is senseless and who can't see. And then I had to follow my dreams. Well, at some point I reached a decision where I ended up saying, you know what, I have to sell my dreams. I have to sell my all, because how am I going to survive and how am I going to fight with a senseless mother who cannot see, who's not even aware that I'm her son, who's not even aware that the father who cannot take care of us, a defenseless father. Do you understand what I went through? Then no. Lefase, they found a way to call me names even after that. Even after that, Lefase, the only place that I said I belong to, found ways and found weights, found stones and found everything. They did not say because of the situation I ended up here. No, they said, then he ended up in the street, of which is not true. But then there's nothing I can do. This is the life that I chose for myself. I can't blame anyone. But then I do not want anyone to judge me, because I did not choose this life for myself. Hey, before you judge any other person, before you can do anything that you want to do or anything that you want to say, listen to someone's story before you conclude. Because you all are busy here acting like saints, of which you are not. Because life still favors you. But then what will happen tomorrow when life show you the same flames that it showed me? Are you still gonna say what you were saying before? I don't think so. So ladies and gentlemen, let's stop being judgmental. So let's just stop. Let's learn to listen to other people's story before we conclude for them. Because we end up saying some things of which no one has need. I hope you learned. None of people who you see them chose that life for themselves, but some that life chose them. So be wise and stop acting as if we're now kaone ho feta batho ka moka.